Prankster Comet finally unlocked that. I guess it's after. Although, no, I'm confused now because I think it might be random because when I was doing a playthrough earlier as Mario to try to unlock Luigi with 121 stars, which did not go well, and I just game-faxed up a save state. But yeah, when I was doing that earlier, I know I didn't fight Camilla because it would leave like a bad taste in my memory. I think I just got up to the first star in Space Jump Galaxy. So unless I somehow got an extra star here somewhere, I don't know. I don't think anyone cares. Hey, ho, if you need anything to know about Prankster Comet, tell me more. Alright, you can move it. I forgot about that. That's kind of neat. I remember this being a pretty dumb... Okay, why are you freezing? Please don't freeze after only 10.5 minutes. Okay, thank you. Daredevil Comets, Cosmic Comets... Cosmic Comets and something later are the only comets that actually add any content, which is a bit of a bummer. And I forgot to look at where it is. It's on this big old map up here, if I recall correctly. Yep, okay, it's an acceptable egg galaxy. So yeah, that's a Daredevil Comet. These mostly consist of fighting easy bosses with 1 hit point. Actually, no, I think there was one that might have just been like platforming challenge, just 1 hit point. I can't remember though. I think most of the time when it's a platforming challenge, it's just a... Oh wait, that's a Speedy Comet. I thought it was Daredevil because I remembered that I fought a boss and that red was the color of your 1 health meter. But anyway, it makes everything in the galaxy tinted the color of the comet, which is actually a pretty neat effect, but it's a bit upsetting that you don't see like a giant comet somewhere in the sky threatening everything. That would have been just a little too much to program, I guess. What? Shut up, Luigi. Yeah, and I am a little harsh because it's not actually not adding anything to it. They make it a little harder in some cases. I think it's mostly just adding more enemies, and the only obvious example I'm about to show you, or the only obvious example I can think of, these things that you could break earlier are replaced with, blame chomps or whatever they're called. And I'm still bad at avoiding them. I don't know why. I think it's a mixture of the gravity confusing me and other things confusing me. It doesn't help that I tend to get lost and forget where... Okay, thank you. Okay, please quit it. Please quit it. Please quit it. Please quit it. Thank you. Okay. Coin, please. Coin, please. I will take a coin, please. Thank you. Let us avoid this nonsense. Okay, that wasn't quite avoiding it, but as long as I can get this, I am set, except for the part where I'm not invincible and I had better scurry away. And I like how I scurried away and then said, no, I want to go the other direction, and didn't wait for it to pass or anything. Oh well. I am no longer in mortal danger. This would have been fantastic as a Daredevil run comet, except they just were afraid of making them hard, so you have to do like half a level or maybe only boss fights. I can't really remember right now. Whoops, that doesn't do anything. I sincerely doubt I'm going to lose to this, as I think the time limit is pretty generous in basically everything. I can't recall a time where I died from running out of time, just having trouble with some of them from dying. And oh yeah, these are also chain chomps. It's basically just replacing exploding things with, or glowing things with chain chomps. And yeah, there's a big piranha plant, and I don't know why it's big, because you can stomp on it and then it has those around to kill it in 1 hit anyway. I don't know if how those grow is affected by how much you waggle your Wii remote. I kind of do it instinctively and it seems to follow a sporadic pattern, but I don't know. But anyway, before too long we should be up to Dino Piranha. Okay, I'm gonna stomp on this guy to get a coin. And these are called Electro Goombas, and that is why I was angry at him, because it makes me think of Electro Koopas, which, you know, were actually like electrified Koopas. These are just aliens. They do not look very much like Goombas other than their general shape, and they are not really electric in any way besides the fact they have an antenna, which makes them look like an alien, not electric particularly. Maybe if it had sparks or something flying off of it. But anyway, okay, the world's hardest boss once more. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Do-do-do-do-do-do. I do like this boss, although it should have been more like PD Piranha. Should have had to shoot a bunch of star bits into its mouth, despite the fact that star bits are a limited resource. and there would be no way to fill it up if you ran out, and it would be kind of dumb, but I don't care, everything needs to reference PD Piranha. I just like how in Super Princess Peach, PD Piranha was in it, and they still made you fill them up with water and then squish them, instead of stupid cop-out in New Super Mario Bros., which is just like, oh, stomp on him like every other boss in the game. Oh well, let's see, and that, we did that with a minute to spare. That was not superbly hard. The star still looks like candy. It actually looks less like candy when I look at my actual screen where it's recording, because just from the way I'm sitting and the lighting in my room, my TV looks a little off. Actually, it's probably because I freaking turned contrast and everything right up when I was like sitting 2 feet below it and having trouble seeing anything, but I can deal with that at another date. That doesn't really affect you guys. You're seeing it in perfect quality. Oh wait, there's no reason for me to go back in there. I don't think there are any more comets. I don't think there are any more comets. So the only comets I should really have any trouble on are some of the later ones, and what are they called? The blue comets, because Cosmic Luigi is actually pretty much the only hard thing they added to Luigi mode, because to make up for Luigi being faster than Mario, Cosmic Luigi is like 8 times faster than Cosmic Mario, and you actually have to do like a pretty solid speed run of the level to get it. Okay, this is nothing special. Pool Star Path Speed Run. I don't understand why it's called Pool Star Path, because, well, I do understand because there's a couple paths of pool stars, but there aren't really enough to warrant that being the only thing in the entire level. I would be more apt, or I think it would be more apt to call it something like, the Space Toad Brigade or something, because that's really where that's what's important plot-wise. It doesn't really matter that you are using a gimmicky mechanic to make the game more linear than it already is. Oh well. Let's see, yeah, another thing I mean, I know I've been way overly critical in this Let's Play so far, so I'm gonna start pointing out the things I like, too, instead of just the things that annoy me. I mean, it's much easier to point out the things that annoy me, but I do like the little star chips things, because that's kind of like a nod to the red coins of old without totally just, like, replacing them. Same thing with the... Actually, it's kind of interesting because it forces you to find them to move along. I mean, if I was to be super angry mood, I could just say it's like artificial lengthening of the level instead of making good level design, but piecing it together one bit at a time is still entertaining enough for me not to really complain about it that much. And stupid, what? I was like 8 times closer to that than... Okay, yeah, not that I'm encouraging any clearly illegal activities that are done with, performing no legal action on a game console that you have bought with your money and own, and did not sign any legal contracts not to hack. If you ever happen to be hacking this, and happen to try to fly in between planets and levels like this with, or even in any level with, what's it called thing, what is it called thing? Flight Star, which is kind of a spoiler, but it does basically nothing, so I don't feel too bad about it. But yeah, if you hack that into a level like this, the gravity will be so ridiculously glitchy until you are clearly in one planet's, or one area's pool. It's like clear they were initially, or I guess it's a bit not accurate to say clear, but I would greatly guess they were going to put that in for exploration or just later stars or something. But it does not work at all, because if you ever try to go from one gravitational pool to another, you just like flip out for 10 seconds, and You can actually navigate it, but it's so horribly glitchy, and I can imagine it would be hard to program that, so I'm not faulting them for leaving that out. And I would rather I do like what they did, just including it for some extra one-ups and stuff. Bit of a disappointment they didn't put it in, but I'm sure we have Galaxy 2 for that. And, I mean, I don't know how you would even go about programming gravity on spheres and stuff in a